Let's go to President Trump, who was responding to questions from reporters last week, asking what will happen to ISIS fighters in the region who are imprisoned and who could escape. He said, well, they'll escape to Europe. This is what he said.
ISIS fighters escape and pose a threat elsewhere. Well, they're going to be escaping to Europe. That's where they want to go. They want to go back to their homes, but Europe didn't want them from us.
Your response to what Trump just said?
Well, this is, I mean, you know, this is just outrageous. This is just outrageous. I mean, there is the reemergence and resurgence of ISIS that happened because of Trump's sudden decision to withdraw the troops without any protection whatsoever, without any plan to do something with these ISIS fighters and also their families. And it's very important to understand what we call ISIS families as women and children. These are fighters. They have done enormous human rights violations in the regions. There's tons of interviews with these women in the camps, in the refugee camps. And so they are letting them free to kill the Kurds aligned with the Turkish forces. So Trump says that it's Europe's responsibility. But
Trump said, actually, he said that, the ISIS fighters will go to Europe, and he made very clear they will not come to the United States.
Well, I mean, we know what happened. We know how they can mobilize to attack and make terrorist attacks in all parts of the world. So this is, I mean, and especially for someone who's been using this discourse of terror for such a long time and threat for such a long time, it's outrageous not to see the imminent threat, and it's outrageous to not see the cooperation of Turkey and the open statement that we're going to cooperate with ISIS, that we're going to use the forces, the jihadists, the ISIS, in addition to the Turkish land forces and air forces, to attack an unprotected territory. And the only means that these people have is self-defense. And it's important to understand that this is not just the Kurds in the region who are under threat, but the minorities and religious minorities who have been especially targeted by ISIS. So they are looking for revenge. They're looking for first exterminating these leftover populations that they started, you know, the Yazidi genocide that they had committed and enslaved thousands. And I mean, and letting them both operate in that region and then saying they will go to Europe, and we know the danger that they impose to the world. This is basically President Trump's fault.